Listen, today is another really kind of easy day. All right, so what I want to do is I want your eyes up here for a quick second. Today we are multiplying binomials together, and we're also going to multiply a trinomial times a binomial. All right, now it's really simple. All right, get out, head your paper real quick, and let's get started. All right, the first thing before we do the first problem is, hey, I'm going to remind you how we multiply something like 12 times 13 together. All right, look up so you can see. All right, 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 1, 1 times 2, 1 times 1, add them together, 156. All right, the reason why I'm doing that is because that's the technique you're going to use to multiply two binomials together. All right, question number 1. All right, let me just pull it back up here real quick. All right, I want you to take a quick look at this now. Now, most people, if I said, what is x plus 5 times x plus 2, they would say it's equal to x squared plus 10, but that is not true. All right, take a look now, make sure you see that. Most people just accidentally multiply x times x and 5 times 2. All right, here is the real way. All right, today we're going to write x plus 5 times x plus 2. Now I'm going to show you how to multiply. Very easy. Should take me about 10 minutes and we'll be done. When you multiply, first thing is positive 2 times positive 5, which is a positive 10. And then 2 times x is 2x. Then we do x times 5, which is a positive 5x. And then x times x, which is what? Very good. X squared. All right. Now, just like we did before, we're now adding them together. All right. So we end up with x squared plus 7x plus 10. Simple as that. Anybody have any questions with multiplying x plus 5 times x plus 2?
Where'd you get that action from?
It's not an x, it's multiplication.
Oh.
That's what I was trying to say. The reason I put it in parentheses is just so you don't get it confused with x. All right? So now, let's see how good of an explanation I did. Everybody's doing number 2. All right, let's see how you're doing. So we're going to put y plus 4. You're going to multiply that by y minus 2. Give you a second to see if you can do it. Negative 2 times positive 4, negative 8. Negative 2 times y, negative 2y. Y times 4, positive 4y. And then y times y is y squared. So your final answer is? Somebody?
Y squared plus 2y minus 8.
Exactly right. Y squared plus 2y minus 8. All right? Everybody okay with that? All right. Now, you should be good with 3. Go ahead. Do number 3 real quick. What'd you get?
B squared minus 4B.
Pretty easy, isn't it? All right. So again, negative 21, negative 7b, positive 3b, b squared. B squared minus 4b minus 21. All right. Very easy. Very easy. All right. Now let me pull down a couple more. All right. Come on. All right, go ahead. Knock out 5 and 6 real quick. Come on, come on. Is that no? Just give it to me. I'll be happy to throw it. All right, Catalina, what'd you get? Did you get it? Tell me. Close. 16h what? Yeah, 16h squared. All right. So the answer is 16h squared minus 26h plus 3. All right, again, same pattern. All right. Again, negative 1 times negative 3 is positive 3. Negative 2h. Negative 24h. And just be careful. H times h gives us h squared. So now we're just adding them. 16h squared minus 26h plus 3. Any questions or concerns with that? Yes. Right. Now, number 6. Multiply that out real quick, please. What does it read?
So you get okay. So I got 10a squared minus 2a minus 54.
I don't think it's minus 2a. I thought it was what?
Minus 32a.
30. I thought it was 33.
I got plus 50.
Yeah, it is definitely positive.
Yeah, I got plus
All right.
33.
So here we go. Take your time now. Negative 54, 45a, negative 12a, and 10a squared. Come on now. Just double check your work. Verify. Now, generally people make mistakes on the positives and negatives. That's why I'm emphasizing when you multiply the two things, you should tell me whether it's positive or whether it's negative. All right. Then when you add that down, you end up with 10a squared plus 33a minus 54. Anybody have a problem with that? Yes, sir.
How do you know if it's like, so 5, 8, minus 6 is on top? How do you know?
It doesn't matter which one. It'll always be. It's like multiplying 3 times 2 and 2 times 3. Doesn't matter. Okay? It doesn't matter which one you put on the top. All right? If you have it in reverse order, you should probably recognize that these and these are just switched then. Okay? All right. Now, the hardest thing. All right? We're going to do 8, 9, and 10 now. All right, so here we go. Now, for these problems, again, it's the same exact method. All right, same exact method. All right, what you're going to do is you're going to write 3a squared plus 4a minus 4, and then you're going to write 2a minus 9. Same exact process. All right, now you're going to multiply those together. Now, when you multiply them together, all right, there's no big difference. Just one's a trinomial, one's a binomial. Instead of multiplying it twice, you multiply it 3 times. You'll see what I mean. This becomes a positive 36, a negative 36a, and a negative 27a squared. Everybody okay with that? Now you're going to multiply the 2a. All right? And when we multiply the 2a, we end up with negative 8a, positive 8a squared, and 6a cubed. Everybody agreeing with that? And now you're just adding straight down. All right, notice everything is lined up perfectly. So now I end up with 6a cubed minus 19a squared minus 44a plus 36. Yes. All right, now let's see how you're doing with number 9. Number 9 is a little bit different. All right, but let's see if you can do it. 4y squared plus 7y plus 2 multiplied by 4y squared minus 3. All right, let's see what you can do. Remember, things have to line up. So this one's a little bit different because when you multiply 4y squared times 2, you get what? Positive 8y squared. So you have to remember that would go under the what? Under the square terms. All right, that's where some people make their mistakes. Everything's got to line up. And then you just continue on. That would be a positive 28y cubed and a 16y to the 4th. And so now when you combine the terms, right, Should be pretty easy for you. 16y to the fourth plus 28y cubed minus 4y squared minus 21y minus 6. Everybody good on that? Anybody have any questions now? I agree, it's very simple. All right, very simple. All right, I'm going to do 2 more examples. All right, I'm going to do 2 more examples. All right, the next one, really, number 10, is honestly as hard as it can get. All right, it's a trinomial by a trinomial. All right, same pattern. All right, just keep doing exactly the same way. All right, and then we'll double check and make sure you're good. So 5x squared plus 3x minus 4, x squared minus 4x plus 5. I'm going to multiply that together. All right, I'll give you a minute. All right, see if you can do that. Now see if that's kind of something what you did. Now the next thing we want to do is just double check your signs, whether positives or negatives. Now once you have that set up, now it's just a matter of just adding it straight down. 5x to the fourth minus 17x cubed plus 9x squared plus 31x minus 20. What's that?
For the second one? Oh.
Double check your work now. Anybody else agree with that?
Oh, you have to put it under again. I just kept stacking it on that.
Nope, you do not do that. That's not how we did multiplication.
Yeah.
Stack things on top of each other.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Now, look, guys, I really feel like that's pretty easy, right? All right, especially if you recall, that's just multiplying 2-digit numbers and a 2-digit and a 3-digit number. Same process. All right, except now we're using some variables. All right, now there's only one other one I'm going to show you. All right, and that would be question number 23. All right, so I'm going to put 23 down, and then you should be able to say, or you should be able to tell me, why is 23 different than the others? because we have what?
Two variables.
Yeah, there's just two variables. It's no different. No different whatsoever. Now, I always write in alphabetical order, but sometimes you can't. Or sometimes they don't set it up in alphabetical order. All right? So in this particular case, they didn't really set it up properly. I would have probably put the Y first, but they have the Z first. So not that it matters, but let's take a look at it now. 3Z plus 2Y, and then 11Z minus 5Y. We're going to multiply that. And when I multiply that, that becomes negative 10Y squared. Then it becomes negative 15YZ. Now, for whatever reason, I just write in alphabetical order. If you wrote ZY, would I care? No. But generally, you just write in alphabetical order. All right? Then I'm going to get positive 22YZ, and then 33Z squared. Everybody good with that? And now we just do what? Add it. So I end up with what? 33Z squared plus 7YZ minus 10Y squared. All right, now, anybody have any questions? Anybody have any questions? All right. So now I want you, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to kind of alter the homework, so I need you to pay attention. All right? Your homework is to do 12 through 22, because we did 23 already. All right? And then you only have to do 25, 26, and 28. 25, 26, 28. All right, so make sure you write that down. That's your homework. 12 through 22, 25, 26, and 28. And that's how I want you to do it. Next week, I'm going to show you how you can do it in your head, mentally. All right, you'll be able to multiply a binomial times a binomial in your head. All right, but right now, we just have to learn the technique. All right, then I'll show you some shortcuts. All right, anybody have any questions? All right, next thing, I'm going to call you to my desk, and I want you to come get your homework. All right?